The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-grind them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What is up? Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody is having a great Monday morning. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Hope everybody made some money this weekend, had some fun this weekend. Hope everybody was doing well this weekend. Let me go ahead and catch up on this chat. Good morning, Seiko. We up, man. We up and at it. We've been up early. What's good, Seiko? What's good, brother? What's good, XXI? How are you, brother? Good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. Dr. Rob, good morning. I know you had a good weekend. Congratulations on your son's graduation. Congratulations on him being one of the top 2 in his class, man. Proud dad moment, man. Man, tell best wishes to you and your family and everything you guys are accomplishing out there. So, big ups to you guys, man. Elmo, good morning, man. My man right there, Elmo. Dr. Rob, good morning, like we said. Seiko, XXI. Yeah, this we gonna get into this market in a minute. We got some stuff to talk about. As far as price action and stuff goes. Not a lot of news though. Doc XXI, Elmo, Dr. Rob, morning, Elmo, everybody just saying good morning. Just making sure I get everybody in the chat. I'm on time this morning. Elmo, you are on time this morning, man. Even when you're late, you're on time, man. We gotta wake up and grind every morning. I know you gotta get up, get yourself together, get to work. So I know the deal. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, proud dad moment, man. Proud dad moment. 800 to 15K. Go ahead, Seiko. Big watch, dude. Good morning, man. Glad you're up, man. Glad you're up and with us this morning. What's good? What's good? Just catching up on everything. Crypto Mike, good morning, man. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope you had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Mike. Glad everybody's saying what's up to each other, man. It's a good morning, man. It's Monday. All right, let's go. So what we got, guys? Pre-markets are actually looking pretty good for a Monday, guys. You got the Dow sitting in green, the S&P sitting in green, NASDAQ sitting in red a little bit, but there's some stuff going on over here with Apple came in with some big earnings, things like that. So the S&P is due for a full pullback. I mean, the NASDAQ is due for a pullback a little bit, guys. It was pumping on Friday, so it's due for a little bit of a pullback this morning, and that's what it's doing. But I expect it to rebound a little bit. Here's what you guys got to pay attention to right here. This, we got our interest rate hikes, increases, we got all that stuff, but right now it's the debt ceiling, guys. Right now this is big. This is big. There's meetings today going on between both parties to try to see if they can figure this debt ceiling out. And they're talking about in June running out of money, guys. So if they don't figure something out by June, they're going to default on their debt. And, right now we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people right now that are in that are in this Congress and House and Senate who they're dug in. They want what they want, and they're not willing to negotiate. This is a big deal. And if we default on our debt ceiling, everything's going to fall down. Everything's going to crash. The markets are going to crash. Everything's going to crash. You're going to see a recession, borderlining on a depression. If we default, so they have to figure something out. I was reading about this all weekend, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I think right now with the way that these two sides are going, the best thing they can do is a compromise into a temporary lifting of the debt ceiling until the budget season comes. I think that's the best move. But if they don't get this thing figured out by June, we're going to start defaulting on our debt, which means Social Security payments won't get made. Debts won't get paid. Your federal workers won't get paid. It'll roll down to the state workers not getting paid. So this is one of them things that you look at and you go, well, okay, well, this lets you know that, your Social Security payments and all the monthly payments and stuff like that are due. We're on a month-to-month basis. United States are living on paycheck to paycheck. And if we default on this, guys, it's going to change everything. So this is what you guys need to pay attention to. Janet Yellen's going to be speaking a little bit later. So pay attention to what she's saying. Pay attention to the dates that she puts out there about when we're going to default. But it's going to be in June sometime, guys. In June, sometimes the United States will, at some point in June, the United States will run out of money. Bitcoin sitting in greed right now, guys. It is falling today. Bitcoin, Ethereum, the whole market's falling today a little bit. You look at this market cap, it's in that 1,153 billion. Over the weekend, we were up to around 1,190 something billion, busted into that 1,200 billion dollar range this weekend. Somewhere up in there for a little while. Market was pumping, market was doing great over the weekend. So you gotta pay attention. This market's falling a little bit. Hey DG, I pulled the trigger on that Nike Net. Oh, you did? I seen that. I didn't get into it. So Nike NFT. I seen it. I didn't get into it. You guys see LeBron James was wearing some shoes with NFT company on it as well. So things are coming, but this market cap's dropping from over the weekend, guys. It started late last night, early this morning. It started dropping down. So be careful. Clint, good morning. How are you? I hope your weekend was great. Elmo, Crypto Nike. Yeah, I seen it. I didn't get into it. I think it's a great play. I think it's going to make people a lot of money. I think it's a great play. But this crypto market cap, guys, it concerns me this morning with moving forward for the rest of the day. The market is starting to rebound a little bit, but it was way far down there. Clint. So you were looking at Bitcoin sitting right now at 27,900. It came out of that 28 range. It was touching 29. It was hanging out in 29 for a little while. It's coming way down. You look at Ethereum, it's sitting at 1,860. This thing was 1,940, 950, somewhere up in there. You can see the little charts over here. You can see the dips. You can see the sell-offs coming. And what happens with these cryptos, especially these blue chips, when they start to dip like that, your shorts start to cash out and your longs start to get wrecked. People that are short and long in the market. So that makes for even a harder dip in some of these things, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. When people are short and long in the market, they really start to get wrecked, and it really starts to push these things down even further. We go ahead and we look down through this market right here, even BNB. Last week we were talking about 330. teetering almost on 340. Now you're sitting at like 318. So these things are starting to come down. You have XRP sitting at 43 cents. Last week, we were talking 40, 46, 48, so yeah, it was it was nerve wracking about 3 hours ago. It was. I was up, Ken. I was up. It was nerve wracking. The market just started to tank. So you look at everything and it's just starting to go down. Everything's starting to tank. Not into NFTs. Seiko's not into NFTs. But anything that Nike puts their name on, is going to explode. Memes getting shorted. Yeah, all the memes are getting shorted as well. But when you look at some of these blue chips too, they're getting shorted out. They're getting shorted out as well, especially Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're getting shorted like crazy. XXI 10 watching, hit that like button. Yeah, please guys, hit that like button. Get us up in the old algorithm. Make sure that we get up there in that old algorithm. We got some good numbers to talk about in a little while, but I want to get into some of this stuff before we talk about my numbers. But we have some positive numbers to get into. Don't act on anger. Don't marry your position. Yeah, Ken, you say everything I say. Don't act on emotion, don't trade on emotion, don't marry your position. Always have a plan of when you're going to buy, when you're going to sell. Always have an exit plan. And one thing that I tell people all the time, and they don't seem to get it, have a loss plan too. Know how much you're willing to DCA into a project, and know how much you're willing to take as a loss. My Alter Journey, good morning. How are you, man? I hope you're doing well. I hope your weekend was well. But yeah, you see this market's really starting to dip in every single meme coin, guys. I'll give you guys a prime example right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at one of my favorite projects, Bone. Let's see here. We'll take a look at Bone. I did buy some Bone this morning, guys. I bought some Bone this morning when I woke up because it was down in the 7s. It's starting to rebound back to 81 cents, but I caught it at 7.78, somewhere in there. But you just look at this daily chart, guys. Look at how this thing has ebbed and flowed and fluctuated. Ken, we were probably crapping bricks right up in here, but you know what? I kind of bought some more down here in the 70, 78, 77 cent range. And I'm riding it back up a little bit, guys. But this whole market is like coming way down. Even your meme coins are coming down. When you look at Pepe and where it is right now, we'll look at Pepe just because it's the biggest one out right now. But this is the same song and dance for them all. Look at how they went overnight, straight down, guys. And when you look at it on a 7-day, yeah, it looks good. But when you look at it on a day, they're on a straight red candle. This market is dumping all over the place. It's not one token, it's not one project. This whole market is dumping. So be careful. This was always the fear, right? This was the fear for everybody, that this market would get pumped up, and then the experienced traders would make a lot of money because we're buying Polygon and Bone and and MMAI and everything else, at these rock bottom prices. But the inexperienced traders were going to get wrecked, and that's what's going on. The company LeBron was wearing on his shoe was RTF. Yeah, I seen that. I got a bunch of people were sending me pictures of that as well. XXI. of the company LeBron was wearing on his shoes. So if he's repping them, expect that project could just take off. Curtis, good morning. Good morning. Uh, I bought Perry on Pancake. On Pancake, check it out. All right, we'll check it out. Could be MMAI. MMAI drop. Yeah, Ken, we're gonna talk about MMAI's drop here in a minute. You know, and when we look at MMAI's drop, guys, we'll go ahead and get to the bubbles. This is the overnight. This tells you the story, right? This tells you what's really going on in the market or on the overnight. And I told you guys before, the Asian markets, they will drive crypto up or down. They did not like the market last night. They were taking a lot of profits. I don't blame them because the market was pumping and it was pumping hard. And so, they drew a lot of money out of the cryptocurrency market on the overnight, and it just continues to fall this morning. At XXI Gaming, exactly, bro. Nike bought them. Nike bought them in the NFT, and the NFT will also come with a place card. With a place card. Yeah, I mean, big watch. Anything Nike puts his name on is gonna blow. And Nike's getting more and more into the NFT sector. They actually tried to start their own NFTs, which was somewhat of a success, but not as big as they wanted. But they're not done. Cost was about the same or less than cost of Volted Dragon. Yeah. I mean, not they weren't that bad. I looked at them. I just wasn't I wasn't really ready to jump in. Friend told me about the Ben token tonight when it was. Yeah, there's a lot. My alter journey. There's a lot of meme plays out there right now. And what we gotta be careful of is how many of them you're in. Right, you have to know how much of your cryptocurrency portfolio you're willing to gamble with. Right. So I think when we look at these things, we have to really understand that, and you have to put in new money, right? And what I see going on right now, and it kind of disturbs me a little bit because we've talked about this a lot on the stream, is people are pulling money out of good projects to put into these high risk plays like Pepe, Mung, and insert project here, right? And they're losing their positions in these good projects, and we've talked about this for a while here, and how that's a risky move for people. Like, I'm not telling you can't do it or shouldn't do it, but it's really risky move. You should be playing with these things with with new money. But a lot of people are pulling out of good projects, and you see the outcome, right? You see the outcome of what's happening in this market right now. A lot of people are getting dumped on right now because they don't know what when to get out. Somo, good morning to you too, man. Time to go shopping. Shopping on the market. Yeah, it is time to go shopping. I mean, you look at this chart, right? You look at these bubbles right here. It is definitely time to go shopping. I went shopping. You see it's starting to pull out, guys. We're starting to have somewhat of an upward movement. This is the hourly chart. We're starting to pull back up. But still, these are hell of a deals. I went shopping a little bit this morning. Somo Rob. That's Somo. A big watch. at XXI. Yeah, I went shopping this morning a little bit. I bought some more Matic. I bought some more Bone. I bought a little bit of B&B. I went back into the blue chips this morning because of these price actions. This price action. I will be buying some more MMAI probably today at some point because it dipped down pretty good. But people are pulling their money. And they really shouldn't be pulling their money to get into these speculative plays. Good morning, Lena. How are you? It's risky. What's good? It's good, Selma. It's risky when you're pulling your money out of these out of these blue chips for these speculative plays, guys. You're getting dumped on right now. Your people's exit liquidity. So if that wasn't gambling money, your exit liquidity right now. Not to say that these things aren't going to bounce back today, but people were cashing out on top of you. And you look at Bitcoin, the whole market's down. Me, Doc, and Austin did a general space Saturday, I think. Yeah, it was Saturday. About meme season. But we threw a lot of MMAI in there too. And it was sponsored by MMAI. We threw a lot of MMAI in there. We had 800 and something people in there. So that was our kind of promotional move for MMAI to get a lot of people in them spaces, talk about these meme coins and talk about MMAI as well. It was a great success for as many people that were in there. I don't think we had 800 people in a space in a long time, especially to have MMAI talked about in that realm. So I think that was a great success. But people have to chill with you chasing all of these plays. You can't be in all of these meme coins. Daniel, I called it 30K and bend back down. XXI, I was waiting for you to say that. You did call it. It was 30K, and now we're on our way down. We are on our way down, guys. So, but when we talk about these things, I know we talk a lot about meme coins because it's meme coin season, but that doesn't by any stretch of the imagination mean that you guys should be getting out of your plays like MMAI, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like BNB, like Polygon, like Hex, like all the rest of these, insert blue chip here, right? Nobody's telling you to get out of these plays. You should not be getting out of these plays. You should be actually buying up more. Jasmine went down to 6 cents in the 6 cent range. I'm gonna probably buy more Jasmine. So this is where you take your profits, right? You come over here, you play in the meme coins with some play money, some house money, and then you come over here and you bury that profit in these blue chips. Selmo, I know you'll agree with me on that. You bury your profit in these blue chips. That's why Selmo's talking about going shopping today. I love to see a bloodbath. I like to see it too, especially right now. Everybody was all pumped up and saying that the bull run's starting and meme coins are going to set off the bull run. We're far from a bull run, guys. We're in meme season. Meme season's kicked off, but bull run hasn't kicked off. My alter journey, I agree with you. I agree with you. Money is just being moved. Yeah, and that's all that's happening right now. My alter journey is when you go back and you look at this market cap, guys. This money, there's not new money coming in. We're sitting at that $1,153 billion market cap. There's not new money that's coming in to the market. People are just pulling their money out of solid investments and going to play. I get it from a psychological standpoint. The market has been basically trading sideways or on a downhill slide for 12 plus months, right? So people see these plays and they want to go have fun with them, and they want to be involved with them, and they want to jump in them. But you got to understand what you're jumping into, and you have to understand that when you're jumping into it, you need to be jumping into it with new money. Uh, good morning, Sir Daniel Raphael. Good morning, man. How are you, man? I hope your weekend was great, man. All in on Caroline. All right. Everybody's got these plays, but like I said, I hope you guys are jumping in with new money. I hope you guys aren't taking money out of a solid project like Matic or something like that, and you're losing it. Because a lot of people lost last night. A lot of people are waking up this morning and they're not happy with where their bags are. And this is the risk you take, and this is why we call them risky plays, and this is why we're saying don't get out of your solid investments. A lot of people are waking up this morning and they're getting shorted out of the market or long, and or I should say longed out of the market. Their longs are wrecked, and a lot of people are waking up and they're looking at their wallets and they're not happy. Big Watch XXI. And we got to understand that. And Cool and Chris. Good morning, Cool and Chris. How are you? Good morning, man. Cool and Chris. What's good, everybody? So people got, you got to understand, like, people are waking up this morning and they're mad as hell right now because they got dumped on last night. Mung, Pepe, all that, because they're taking their money out of these solid projects and they're putting it in there instead of using new money to invest. And we've been telling you this is the risk, right? This is that risk reward. There's not a lot of news out there, so we're going to talk about this, man. Yes, we are far from a bull run. Selma, we're probably a couple $1 trillion away from a bull run. You know what I mean? So people right now are just playing around and they're making a little bit of money, and they're investing with their emotions, and then they're taking everything that they own and they're dumping it into these things and they're getting wrecked. And and this is exactly what we're telling you not to do. Daniel. I hate when people see a bull run. Yeah, I can't stand it either. XXI. We're so far from a bull run. People need to understand that. Like, it is meme season, so we're all talking about the memes, but we're far from a bull run. And the thing about it is like I talk about Pepe a lot. I'm invested in Pepe. I talk about Mung a lot. I'm invested in Mung. But at the end of the day, I'm invested in that with I started with little money and moved it up and started to take my profits and reinvest them elsewhere. But I damn sure didn't take any money out of my Matic bags, my MMAI bags, my BNB bags, my ETH bags, my Bone bags, or anything like that to invest in these things. Actually, I'm taking my profits and I'm moving them back into them bags. If I buy Jasmine today, I'll be buying Jasmine from my profit from Pepe. So I'm taking you got to take your money back to these memes and back to what's going on. So we've got to understand that. And I'm watching too many people. I'm watching these wallets. I'm watching these sell-offs in these certain projects. And I'm asking myself why the hell people are doing this. And they're literally liquidating their positions in these solid projects. It is, and a lot of them are waking up this morning and they're in the hole. They're down. They're down now. They went to bed last night. They were up. They woke up this morning and they're down. And they're probably kicking themselves in the ass. But at the end of the day, like we talked about this. I used my Pepe profits to buy that Nike. Yeah, see, Big Watch, that's a good move, right? That's going to be a solid investment. So you take your profits out of a speculative investment and you put it in a new investment. And that's a great move, right? Um, so now that NFT really cost you nothing because you were in profit, right? So it cost you no money to own that NFT, because you took your profit and you put it over it in that NFT. So now you're already winning from the beginning. You you're right. You're right, Daniel. MMAI is on sale. MMAI is on sale right now. And I'm probably gonna go in and I'm probably gonna buy some more, with some profits that I make from some of these other projects. But I've never sold one MMAI token since pre-sale. I've never sold. My wallet never has never had a sell in it from MMAI. Just given the fact that that's a solid project. I probably haven't sold Matic in probably 4 or 5 months. I just been accumulating it, right? And I've had a chance to sell it. I mean, you got to understand, I was buying Matic at 50 cents. I haven't sold Bone. I haven't sold one Bone probably since I was buying it at 30 something cents. So you got to understand, like, when we play these games, we're playing these games in a different way. We're playing them with new money. I've actually added to all of my blue chip positions off of money I made off of these speculative plays. And I get into some degen plays that I don't even tell you guys about, like, because I'm just playing around. Ditto never sold from MMAI pre-sale. Yeah, Ken, I'm with you, because it doesn't make sense, right? Why would I give up that position? I sure hope MMAI rewards the holders. Yeah, Big Watch, I think they will. I think they're going to reward the loyal holders. I think they will. It's coming. It's just a matter of what, right? And I think they will. And I think the price action right now, like, I'm in a DCA like hell right now. Like, I mean, because people are like, I will guarantee you that if you sold out of MMAI, or if you sold out of your Bone or your Polygon, or Algorand or HBAR or Jasmine or anything else, and you got into any one of these speculative plays right now, any one of these meme tokens, that you're waking up today and you're not happy. I'll guarantee you that you're not happy, because they're all down. XXA never sold anything. I'm invested. Yeah, and that's the thing, XXI. You have really loyal investors in a lot of these projects, right? MMAI, Polygon, Matic, Hex. People in Hex, right? Like Hex too, and you see the sell off in Hex as well. You see the sell off in all of these major projects, right? There's a huge sell off, and people are not happy when they're waking up. Good morning, Timsky. Good morning, Timsky. How are you? Selmo, the Pepe run. The Pepe run was just him pissing was pissing was just him pissing Pepe. oh, Selmo, that's funny, man. The Pepe run was just him pissing. That's funny, man. And Timsky, good morning. But I'm not against, I'm not against anybody throwing money into these memes. Just make sure you're throwing new money in there. You make sure you're throwing new money. Make sure you're throwing new stuff in there. And we'll continue to do general spaces. We'll continue to do all that stuff, and we'll continue to talk about all this stuff in these markets, and how the smart investors. I don't want to say I'm smart, but you listen to a lot of people, and they're telling you the same thing, right? They're telling you this is all about new money, and it's all about a dollar and a dream, right? It's not about it's not about liquidating your position in other projects and moving them to a speculative lottery. So we got to pay attention to this stuff. I mean, Dogecoin's even getting beat up. I mean, it's getting killed right now. Shiba Inu's getting killed right now, because of meme. And these are memes, right? These are memes. Shiba and Doge are memes, and because of this new wave of memes, meme coins, Shiba actually gained a zero. You know what I mean? They're down to 902 right now. Probably going to fall into the eights today. You know, so it is not going to surprise me if Dogecoin comes back to that sixth level at some point soon here, and probably test 5 by the time we're all said and done. So let's know what we're dealing with here, right? Let's know what we're doing. Let's be smart. And like I said, there's really not a lot of news to go over today. So let's just talk about being smart. The one piece of news I didn't want to get to today, and there's not really an article about it, is the judge ruled that the SEC has to answer Coinbase's filing within 10 days. And I think that was like, I don't know, 3-4 days ago that the judge ruled that, maybe even longer. So we should be hearing pretty soon from the SEC their initial response to Coinbase's actual lawsuit against them. So understand that this is going to be their initial response. So we're going to get a good idea of what the SEC Coinbase versus the SEC is going to look like here pretty soon. And what the SEC is actually going to start fighting on here pretty soon. We're going to get a good look at that. And we're going to really see how this case is going to go. And pay attention to that, because that means a lot. And I'm going to say it here, and I've been saying it for a while. I think that the Coinbase ruling is going to be more, if they win, it'll be more beneficial to the cryptocurrency industry from a regulatory standpoint than the XRP ruling, because you're going to get hopefully some clarity into what's going on. The SEC will probably ignore the judge. I think, Big Watch, if the SEC ignores the judge and doesn't respond or gives a response to like half of what Coinbase wants, understand that, this isn't a trial, right? So this judge is going to have the final say in what goes on. This judge is going to have the final say on how they rule. So this is started in the appellate courts and not the trial. So it's probably in the SEC's best interest to play ball. If regular citizens do crap like this, if regular citizens did crap like this to judges and in courts like they're doing in the Ripple case, and now the SEC case and the Kraken case, we'd be locked underneath the jail. If we disrespected the people like that, we'd be locked underneath the jail. I think the writing's on the wall for the SEC. Their backs against the corner. Coinbase put their backs up against the corner, and their backs in the corner, and they're going to have to answer this, and the judge is going to make them answer to this. And the fact that the judge only gave them 10 days to answer tells you a lot. That's usually a 30 to 45 day period that the judge would give to answer any of that stuff. But the fact that they're only were given 10 days, that should tell you kind of where the judge is with the SEC already getting started off on a negative foot. So that's actually a positive, right? But guys, this market, Bitcoin wants to come back up and test this 28 line, I think. But I think it's going to get rejected. I think we're gonna stay. I could be wrong, but I just don't see when you come over here and you look at this market cap sitting at 1,153,000,000,000. I just don't see the run. I don't see the run on Bitcoin and Ethereum and these blue chips and even the meme coins staying solid right now. I just don't see it. I mean, we're seeing the meme coins dump as well. Let's hope this judge has some balls. I think they do. I think the courts do. Big Watch have some balls, and the reason I say that is because I think that the judges, even though they're not supposed to, understand what's going on politically and make their judgments that way. I think that these judges understand that politically speaking, that there's a movement right now in this country, and especially inside the walls of Washington D.C., that regulation needs to be cleared up on digital currencies, and that's why I think you see the 10 days. BTC baby. XXI still sticking with that 12K. There's a lot of resistance that has to happen for this to get to 12K. You want me to tell you how the quickest way for this thing to get to 12K and ETH to get to 500 and what's scaring the hell out of the markets right here? Is the United States going to default on their debt? Right there. If they default on their debt, you will see BTC at 12K. You know, this will happen. You will see this thing drop, and you will see everything underneath here drop, because that will spearhead a recession, and we're already going to go into recession. We've already been in recession, but the markets all of the markets will just completely drop. If they can't figure this debt ceiling deal out by June, it's over. In the day that the United States can't pay their bills is the day that the bottom will fall out of this market. It'll happen. And right now, I don't think that what we have in the House and the Senate right now, they're even close to coming up with a deal. They're meeting today. We'll see what happens, but I don't even think that they're close to coming up with a deal. They're dug in. Both sides are dug in. Both sides want what they want. And I think right now, the only thing that you can hope for is an extension of the debt ceiling until the budget season happens. So maybe grabbing yourself like a 6-month extension for the debt ceiling is probably the best outcome that we can hope for right now. We all know they will probably they'll probably raise the debt ceiling. Big Watch, I'm not too apt to say that they're going any side is going to get what they want, and that's why I keep thinking to myself that the extension is probably the best way to go. And then I think they're going to wrap the debt ceiling in the budget negotiations all up in one, and you're going to see that. I think that's what you're going to see, and I think that's the best outcome. Is to go ahead and just raise the debt ceiling until the budget's due, and you wrap it all up into one big huge negotiation, and you just take care of it all right there. Lena, that's a great that's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity, and it's going it could happen. It's a good game. It's a good game of chicken. It is a good game of chicken, but I don't think that it's a bad thing to wrap up your debt ceiling negotiations and your budget negotiations all up in one. I actually always thought that they should be together anyways, right? Um, I mean, you think about how people budget their money. They budget their debt versus their income, and then you make a budget. You don't make a budget and then all of a sudden in the middle of your budget decide that, oh yeah, we have a debt ceiling issue that we need to deal with. Um, it's just that's just dumb. You wrap it all up into one. Hey, hey, have you guys ever looked into Clear Timsky? Get out of here, that Clear Crypto shit. Yeah, we looked into that. Before you buy it, just know that all the influencers that are in Clear Cryptos and pushing it right now have a whole bunch of Clear Crypto airdrop tokens that they're just ready to dump on your ass. June will be fun. Laughing out loud, it will be. June will be fun. But yeah, Timsky. One thing about Clear Cryptos is they airdropped all of their influencers tokens, and they're just ready to dump on you. And you think about the people that are pushing that, and then think about how they usually deal with their airdrop tokens, and that should tell you all you need to know. BTC drop that that low, and the people that wanted to skyrocket. The skyrocket will be super happy. Nobody wants to see a market dump like that because people will get wrecked. But at the same time, listen, guys, this is trading. The market's going to do what the market's going to do, right? Like, I can't dictate the market. You can't dictate the market. There's nobody here that's on YouTube or in Twitter or anywhere else that has a big enough influence to dictate what's going to happen in any market or any certain cryptocurrency. There's nobody that's big enough to dictate that. The people that dictate the price of what a project is or what the market is are whales and buyers and traders. So we'll see. Seiko, I think you meant FUD Clear Cryptos. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you what to watch out for. I just saw a news story that Hedera is testing AI. Yeah, I seen that too. Hedera is testing AI. They should. I think all these blockchains should be testing AI. I think that's the way. I think that's the wave of the future. Everybody's scared of it, but I think AI is the wave of the future, guys. The Hedera BTC follows the. Listen, I'll tell you guys something about Hedera that I believe that Hedera may end up being one of the biggest, most used blockchain in the ISO system. The connections that they're making with the ISO tokens are unbelievable. So that's usually what the the Dems do through they max out. Man, the sun is like right in my eyes. The sun started to coming up in my window, and it's like right in my eyes. Good looking. No problem, Timsky, man. I just, like I try to tell people, like, some people, get paid in USDT and ETH. Other people get paid in airdrops. And whenever people get paid in airdrops, and continually get paid in airdrops, you have to pay attention to that. I'm telling you the truth about them. Fuck them. You know what, Seiko? That's what I tried to say. But I tried to say it in a nice way. I'm not touching that project with a 10-foot pole, man. 54 subs left. Yeah, let's get into some numbers, guys, before I get out of here on this Monday. Got 154 subs left before we get to that 1,000. YouTube's playing with me. It's got me sitting at 3,954 watch hours, and it hasn't updated yet. So like we're over 4,000, but they just need to go ahead and update my channel and update my watch hours, because I know I'm over 4,000. Timsky, please explain. Timsky can explain it. Francis, good morning, brother. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you were good. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you relaxed a little bit, traded a little bit, made a little bit of money, did your thing, man. I hope your weekend was good. Great Twitter Space Friday. Yeah. Thank you. It was a good Twitter Space, man. Me, Rob, Austin, we had fun, man. And there was like 800 people in there. And Ken, we pumped up MMAI in that Twitter Space too, man. We were talking about the memes, but we damn sure pumped up MMAI in there. Same to you. Weekend was great, Francis. My weekend was good, man. I relaxed, made some trades, made some money. Weekend was good, man. But yeah, Ken, that space was amazing. And we have fun, man. We just had fun, Francis made a little bit of money. That's good. That's what it's about, right? You gotta get paid, man. They make the budget. They make the budget, and then see how much. Listen, here's the thing: is like people, these lawmakers, when they make these budgets, they need to be held accountable to these budgets. Like all this going back and asking for extra money and all this stuff. You can't be doing that. When a budget's made, it's made, and at the end of the day, you spend with what's in the budget. But I'm telling you, everybody is always going back looking for extra money. And, right now, this budget, in this debt ceiling crisis, in this recession, and everything is a result of all of the money that was given out during the pandemic. At some point you have to pay that bill. At some point you have to pay up. And right now we're paying up. One of the best. Not a big fan of Twitter Spaces. Yeah, Ken, and we had a blast, man. We did, man. There was a lot of people in there. We had fun. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again at some point soon. Thank you, Elmo. Man, thank you. We're getting so close, Elmo. But yeah, we're gonna do it again. And we're gonna continue to have fun, you know. Um, we're going to talk about these markets. We're going to talk about these projects. We're going to continue to push MMAI in every single space that we have, but we're also going to try to educate as well, man. And that's what that was about. Like if you were in that space this weekend, it was all about education. We're educating people. We're talking about investing. We're talking about a lot of these meme plays, how to get into them, how to get out of them. Like try to educate people, and that's something that I wish I came over from the stock market, so it's something that I wish I had when I first came over to cryptocurrency from the stock market was more education and more spaces like we've been putting on about educating people about how to invest and stuff. So it's something that's needed. uh I made it I made some big X's, some big X's, and took profits. CCX, my money bag is bleeding. Yeah, the market's bleeding right now. And this is, a lot of people taking profits. The market's down. A lot of people are taking profits. A lot of people are getting out. And when you make it, and when you're making profits in these meme plays, you got to come over here and put them into these solid plays, or like Big Watch did. He put it into what he thought was a solid NFT play. Got to put it back into solid plays. You look at XXI. He's talking about putting it back into Jasmine and different plays like that. And, I'm taking my profits. I told you guys I bought more Bone this morning. I'll probably buy more MMAI. I'll probably definitely buy more Jasmine. But that I'm buying that stuff with pure profits that I made, and off of new money that I put into these meme plays. I didn't take any of my old money from any of these projects and move them into these meme plays. Put new money in there, made some money, and moving them back to these solid plays. And hopefully that's what people are doing. And because when you see this market cap right here, guys, and this market cap's only sitting at what was still 1,524 billion now. So we gained $1 billion. So when you see this market cap, there's no new money coming in this market. There's new money's not coming in. So we're just recirculating money that's already in the market into some of these speculative plays. So be careful. Don't lose your position in a great project because you took it out and put it in the meme play. Make sure you're using new money, and if that means that you only can invest $100 into a meme play, then only invest 100. If that means that you can only invest a couple hundred, then only invest a couple hundred and make a little bit of profit. Good morning, Ladybug. I hope your weekend was good. Glad you made it this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. We are learning. We're learning together. And Elmo, you're right. We are. We're all learning together, man. We're all learning how to play these things together. We're all learning. A lot of people weren't here during the last bull run, so they don't know how to play these things, right? They don't know how to sit on a solid investment, put new money into some of these speculative plays, and move your profits back, right? Not a lot of people know how to do that. And so that's why I think it's so important, that people learn, right? And they listen and they learn, and we all learn together, and we all bounce ideas off of each other, and we all continue to talk to each other about these things. 12 p.m. space. Yes, Dr. Rob has a space today at 12 p.m. I'll be there. Make sure that you guys are tuned in. It's going to be a good one. we had a great Twitter space this weekend. I expect this one to be just as good. And we're gonna talk about a lot there. So make sure we're all tuned in at 12. Seiko, yes, we are learning together, man. Ladybug, yes, sir. Seiko, but yeah, so like when we talk about these things, we got to talk about them in a way that makes sense to people too, right? And you can't talk over people's head or underneath people either. You got to talk about them in a way that makes sense to people, right? In a way that I try to tell people is, my portfolio is balanced. 80% of my portfolio is in blue chips. And maybe 20%, maybe 10% is in meme plays, and the other 10% is in cash. And the reason that it's in cash is because on days like this, where it's mostly red and the market is bleeding, if you're 100% invested into the market, you can't buy these dips. You don't have any money to buy these dips, or you put yourself in a position where you're selling good projects and chasing the ones that are running. Where, like today, all the blue chips are down. The meme coins are down. The market cap is not looking too good for cryptocurrency today. If you have a 10% cash position, you could basically go in here like me and Selmo said and go shopping, right? You literally can go shopping right now and shop off the clearance rack basically for all of your blue chips. And so that's why I always tell you guys, cash is a position. You got to understand that. Like, cash is a position, and you got to have a position in cash in order to take advantage of these opportunities. At Ladybug Crypto Lounge, yes. Elmo said Pepe, and sold Pepe and bought MMAI. I'm going to buy some more MMAI today. I just don't know when. But I'm definitely going to. Nice Elmo. Yeah. Like I said, I'm investing back into these blue chips. I will buy Jasmine today. I bought more Bone this morning. I bought more Matic this morning. I will buy. I caught Bone in the 70-cent range. Caught Matic at a great price. Definitely gonna buy some more MMAI today. So, like, I'm taking my profits and I'm moving them. Nice Elmo. Matic at 93. Yeah. So I'm buying Matic. I bought Matic this morning. So Jasmine dropped down into what the 6 range. So if it continues, even in the low 7 range, I'm still gonna buy. I just didn't have a chance to buy this morning. I ran out of time, but I'm definitely gonna buy. And like these, you got to go shopping, right, Selmo? We got to go shopping up here at the top shelf, right? You got to go shop. If you can get top shelf cryptos at clearance prices, then why aren't you buying? Like, you look at these top shelf cryptos and these blue chips, and even MMAI at the price that it is right now, these are clearance prices. You got to go shopping. You got to go pick them up. And part of that is you got to have cash. You got to have cash on the side. And I think a good rule of thumb for me, and you have to figure this out for you, is how much cash do you leave sitting on the side and ready to invest in these down markets? And that's something that you have to figure out. But what I will tell you is I think it's best for you to balance your portfolio out, right? Know how much money you're going to put in blue chips. Know how much money you're going to put in memes. Know how much cash you're going to have on the side. and that will drive and that will drive your investing strategy. But make no doubt, guys, here's the thing. This market, I keep telling you guys, the market's going to do what the market's going to do. Not one person going to dictate this market. Not one person, not one thing. We're just not going to dictate this market. So, there's a lot of selling pressure right now, and it's all based right here. I'm telling you, listen to what this lady says later. And if what she says doesn't match what's being negotiated in Congress right now, you're going to see all of this green turn to red. Waiting on quant to go under 100. My DCA Selmo into quant right now is I think $97, $98, something like that is where I'm at with quant. So I'm with you. And under 100, I'm in. So I'm going to leave you guys with this because I thought it was pretty funny. But yet, I'm telling you guys that this right here is it's funny, but it's big, right? Elon Musk was on Twitter this weekend, retesting out Twitter, a live feature on Twitter where people could chat and people could throw hearts up and all that, but it was actually live. Go back in. I retweeted it. Check it out. Twitter, this means that Twitter is going to have at some point soon a go live feature where people are going to be able to go live on Twitter. Elon was testing it. He had, I don't know, thousands of people in there for a couple minute test. And literally you could hear them guys working as he was testing it, saying that the resolution wasn't good enough, turn off the hearts, things like this. So make no doubt, guys, Twitter is making moves. Elon's making moves. The monetization over on Twitter is getting better. Now they're going to have a go live feature. And the best part about that, and I only bring this up because the best part about that is the best marketing that cryptocurrency has is Twitter. And the stronger Twitter gets with the features they roll out and bringing people back to that platform, I think the stronger cryptocurrency gets, because that's the number one marketing tool that cryptocurrency has is Twitter. So the stronger they get, the stronger I think crypto will get. So, but go back and watch it. I think it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty cool. And I think it's about time that Twitter brought back the go live feature where you can see people's comments and read them and all that. I think it's about time. It's overdue. And I think I think Elon's doing what he needs to do, guys. So, I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. But at the same time, I can see the value in it. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to work. I'm going to leave you guys with this. Do not sell your positions in these projects that you believe in to be chasing things like BERT and to chase things like, Pepe's girlfriend, or to, Pepe AI or, all these other things. It's cool to play in the markets. It really is. And you know what? I've had a blast playing in these markets and I've had fun. It's been a great time playing in these markets, and it probably will continue to be a great time playing in these meme markets. But make sure you're doing it with money that you're not taking out of other solid projects you believe in. Make sure that you're securing your investment in these projects, and make sure not only are you securing your investment in your position, but make sure you're taking your profits and you're adding to the projects that you believe in. Make sure you're taking the profits off of these projects that are probably only going to be around for a short time. Taking your profits and investing them in these solid projects that are going to be here for a while. Because If you don't, you're going to wake up in the morning like a lot of people are waking up this morning and looking at their bags and going, what the hell happened when I went to sleep? Right. So, these projects, guys, they're solid crypto projects out here and they will be around for a long time. Right now, they're all down. They're all down. There's not one project that's up where it was 2 months ago. Not one. If you go back and you look at all of the top 100 tokens, they are all down and they're down big. But the strong projects will survive. The ones that weren't going to survive in the long run anyways will not survive. This just increased their time. Decrease their time of being in the market. But when you go look at the market in general and the market as a whole over the last month, maybe 2 months, everybody's getting smashed. Everybody's getting crushed. Take this opportunity and don't miss this opportunity. We can pull SHIB. It gave back a 0, right? It's back down into these 9s, probably going to drop into the 8s, right? If you're looking at SHIB as possibly a 10x in the next bull run, you're going to have an opportunity to pick it up. Pick it up. Don't wait on it. Pick it up and continually DC your way in. But don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss these opportunities. They're not going to keep coming. They're not going to keep coming around to you at these prices. They're not going to keep, reaping their head at these prices and you're going to be able to get in. Pretty soon you're going to be priced out of the market. Selmo just said quant, right? Pretty soon the average investor is not going to be able to afford quant. The supply is too limited, the demand's too high, and in the next bull run, you're not going to be able to afford it. So why are you missing the opportunity to get into some of these solid plays right now when the prices are low? And I'm going to leave you guys with that. Make sure you know what your portfolio is. Make sure you know what you're investing in, and make sure that you know where you're putting your money. And it's not a bull run, guys. This is not a bull run. This is a little pump. Talk to me about a bull run when we get to about 3 trillion. It's a bull run. It's a bull run every day. And in crypto, something's pumping every day. Tim Shea, how are you? We're just wrapping up here this morning, man, but I'm so glad you stopped by. Tim Shea, the hardest working man in crypto, right there. But secure your investments, guys, and invest in good take your profits and invest back in good projects, guys. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with today, and make sure that you have a portfolio, guys. Make sure that you have a portfolio. Make sure that you know how much money you're investing and where you're investing it, and how much money you're going to put into these speculative plays, and how much money you're going to have on the sidelines waiting for these dips. So that's a good strategy. And with that, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Tim, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate you dropping in every time you drop in, man. I appreciate everybody who showed up here this morning. Make sure you smash that like button on the way out if you haven't. Make sure you share this space. Moving in, Tim. Make sure you share this space out, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share this space out. Push us up in the old algorithm. I'm making videos, so I'm back in the algorithm again. So push us up in the old algorithm, guys. And everybody have a great morning. Be safe. Tune in to Dr. Crypto today at noon on the Twitter space, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning, man. And with that, I am out. Be safe out there, guys. Don't fall for scams. I'm out, guys.